The origin of the first groups of Filipinos in the Philippines. Wave migration theory. Before the existence of new theories on the origin of the Filipino race, Henry Otley Beyer's wave migration theory was also accepted for a long time. According to the wave migration theory, groups of people from different parts of Asia came to the Philippines. Negritos arrived in the archipelago 25,000 to 30,000 years ago. They are believed to have come from Central Asia. When the sea receded and walked on land emerging from Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia, Negritos were known by different names such as Aeta, Baluga, and others. Their bodies covered only slightly. There is no definite abode, no clear home. Negritos are short, dark, with round heads and broad noses. They rely only on nature for sustenance, and their food is almost never cooked and eaten raw. The Negritos make a fire with a panahon. Their weapons were bows and arrows. Indones. The next group that came to the archipelago were the Indones. They came from Southeast Asia and were on rough-built boats. The period of their arrival was called the New Stone Age, and they consisted of two groups. The first came about 5,000 to 6,000 years ago, and the second about 3,500 to 4,000 years ago. The first to arrive is taller than the second. They have an average height of 5 feet 4 inches to 6 feet 2 inches. The body is slender. The skin is white. The face is sharp. The lips are thin. The nose is sharp. The forehead is broad, and the eyes are deep. The second group has dark skin and thick lips, big noses, eyes, and physique. The Indones live a more prosperous life than the Negritos. Besides hunting and fishing, they know how to farm and plant plants such as rice, gabi, and others. They cook their food in pots. They also often grill whatever they eat. Indones cover their bodies with animal skins and tree skins. The bark of the tree is beaten until it becomes soft, so that it can be comfortably wrapped around the body. Their tools were made of stone and were like the present hoe and chisel. They are good at using tongs. They also use bows and arrows, spears and shields. They appeared to smelt copper here, and also began to use a foundry. Malay. The Malays are groups of people who arrived in the Philippines between the years 300 and 200 BC. They were loaded with large boats made of carved trees. This group is made up of Malays from the west coast of Palawan and Mindoro. Some of them went through the Celeb Strait to Mindanao and Visayas. Malays also know how to take care of animals. They were the first to use horses, buffaloes, and dogs as farm animals. Another type of Malay arrived in the archipelago between about the 100th and 17th centuries. This is the group that knows how to use the alphabet. They were followed by another group, the Muslim Malays. Their descendants can be found living today in Mindanao and Sulu. Thank you.